I wonder if this realized. Hi. One of the first reason I want to say is that I would like to say it in English, that maybe you would keep asking yourself why if I'm talking in Spanish. So just to save that time, directamente hablo así. Escucho el camión de basura que se va y no es algo que necesariamente me agrade. Lo entiendo, es necesario, sí, pero no es algo que me agrade. Y he entendido que no es ningún pecado tener ganas de no tener ganas de escuchar un camión de basura que viene a sacar la basura. No porque no tenga que sacar la basura, todos tenemos que sacar la basura, pero sino porque estar en un lugar en donde, si yo quiero, se consume menos basura. Y como se consume menos basura y no tengo tanta gente alrededor, no hace falta que pase un camión. Entonces la basura la empiezas a mensurar. Si empiezas a mensurar la basura, empiezas a mensurar lo que querés usar. No para no dar más basura, sino porque al final requiere menos. Si procuras la forma de tratar lo mismo y poder utilizarlo sin generar basura de lo que genera basura, algo netamente cambia. It's not that easy to understand. Many people struggle with this, they need absolutely to keep somebody every day talking the same stuff in a good way, because many of us really need so many times to understand. So we need to listen the same thing on different cases to realize how we can apply that same thing to us. But the thing is, somehow at the same time you're creating a routine to be every day listening to a person, it becomes like an echo of your head. Not in a bad way, it's a good way, but still, maybe steals a little bit of your own way, and that's what I'm trying to say here. I'm not trying to argue what the magistry of speakers nowadays have, especially Gary Vaynerchuk. There's nothing you can say about him in a bad way. I don't know if you guys watched the Tea with Gary, that chapter that the lady from Portland with the blue hair talked about. And what he did, he raised from 200 followers to 1,300 followers in 25 minutes talk. I mean, I know Gary would say that's nothing for if you do the right exact strategy or whatever, but he did that. He was doing that. At the same time, many of us, convert that 200 on 1,300. That's why, because we fucking got interested, but not in a way that we got interested like we watch a cinema movie. It was happening right there, and not only the situation, the possibility to watch a person that we might not ever know if it was not for the guarantee show, and we feel like we like her and we respect her. And Gary has the the flag for all of us. I mean, he's very fucking trained, and you realize on him how he changed his natural way of talking in 5 minutes, 9 minutes to each person, and he shows his flexibility. And he shows when he's touched, and you can see it at the end of the show, he takes his hat off and says, "So, wait, how are we going to go on with this when the COVID is over?" He's preoccupied about something. I cannot say what, but something preoccupies him. And hardly ever you see this guy preoccupied, or at least he shows being preoccupied, and that's something that makes him more human. Not more human than anybody. I would say he's okay with showing that. It's not the same to say you don't fucking care about anybody. That's saying that you are okay with showing how you are. So that's why when I understand it, I understand his way of saying it's a process. It's not from one day to the other. And when you get to know yourself, It's like all the problems, or call them problems, are not. And if they are, you have this same technique approaching, and somehow it applies to all of them, because it comes from the inside where it's not happening the outside stuff. And it's when you are reaching out, you're using your own ways of being, the most valuable things you have inside, to analyze the situation and to decide things that you might not ever happen before got any fucking clue of how to act, and you feel scared and insecurity. That's what I love from this guy. Well, I just want to talk about what I learned. I was using the Minesweeper game, old game, 38, to talk about how it was when you open one window and suddenly you touch, when you're already starting the game, you touch one of the squares and many of them opens, more than one. I mean, it's like something exponential happens that time. Maybe if you push a button on another square, another part, there's only one versus one, because it means how many mines are around, which means that it could be on the 3 3 3 3 4 12 possibilities. It's only one, and we are so fucking scared about the one, and we are somehow right to be scared. Why? Because if we fucking step on the mine, we fucking die. But what I think is very good to understand is that we have a perspective. We need to have a perspective of how 11 over 1 is, even if 1 is killing. That's why I understand when Gary says all the time about what if COVID happened 3 months or 1 month, 3 weeks before, Kobe Bryant wouldn't be dead, and he names a person that we all fucking felt sad when he fucking died. Like, come on, man, don't go now. Like, we fucking need you. You're a fucking idol, and you go away. Like he says, in a way that somehow to get perspective of what positivity. He says, of course, a relative, someone that had died from COVID-19. It's fucking shit, man. He uses the unacceptable, like a fact, that many fucking people die every day for car accidents, and that went down a lot. So there's all the time the motherfucking thing is changing. That's, I don't know. With this video I say goodbye. 8 minutes, I think it's enough. Like Gary says, I go for free many things. Like many people pay for like $2 for something. I give in 8 minutes for free. I understand this fucking way of talking because I feel the fucking same way. So Gary, if you ever get your listeners, I want to be a psychiatrist on a way of saying the after Gary. Like, I'm a doctor. I've been 13 years at the hospital in Buenos Aires, South America. Or I don't know. I think you know what I mean. People are serious, but in a way they are not fucking serious. Nobody is so fucking serious all the time, And I was used to have them when you were young and you were just listening and you wanted to understand what the fucking was going on with the patient. Like, anything. You just study from school, but you know nothing about medicine when you become a doctor. So you really need that figures, and they stayed only at 11, 12 p.m. and they fucking left. And there was something that we can help each other with the more experienced guys that were only 2, 3, 4 years at most, maybe chief of residence, and somehow when Gary goes away, there is something that says, come on, man, stop fucking up. You have been fucking listening the same thing for 1 hour. Just don't keep watching things. Just do it. And I think that's a fact. Every time we fucking stop watching Gary Vee and start talking about, many of you are not signed up for, so I'm very sad, blah, blah, fucking close the window. Just to get in yourself, because you're in a vibe that this Gary motherfucker left us, that if we act in that motherfucking moment every day a little bit, he says, in 7 weeks you are going to write me a crying email. He said that to a woman. Come on, man. We cannot get it. It's not about taking advantage. It's just about who we are. Thank you for listening. I hope I meet you soon on another transmission.